Good day, YouTube. Welcome back to my neck of the woods. My name's Dika, where I share my experience and knowledge, hoping to lessen your learning curve. So today I'm out in the woods, I'm out in the field, doing some scouting, looking for scrapes, looking for buck signs so I can hunt over it. I'm going to show you how I make a mock scrape. I haven't found a lot of scrapes. It's mid-October, and I did find some. We ended up jumping a big buck, so there's some sign nearby, so I'm going to make a scrape out of this tree right here, and I'll show you how I do it. First, I have an arsenal of products. Most of them are from Smokies. I use Smokies stuff, but I have a stick that I found that I'm going to remove from the area once I make the scrape. So I chose a beech tree here with an overhanging limb. It looks as though it might have been an old scrape from years past, and what I'm going to do is open it up. It does look like that this was either a licking branch at one point in time, or maybe they're just chewing off the end of the beech trees right there. Either way, this deer coming by to this area, and hopefully they hit this mock scrape. So, word to the wise, try not to touch this area with any part of your body, and try not to touch this area with any part of your body to try to keep your scent off of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up this here. I'm just going to take it, and I'm going to make it sort of in a V, as if they would take it, the deer would be facing this way, and throwing it that way. A lot of scrapes that you'll see it in a V. Open it up, right off the leaves. So make it deep so the earth comes up. And then I have that, I've opened it up. I'm going to take this and I'm going to put that over there, and I'm going to take that out of the woods with me, at least to another location. So I have an arsenal of deer products. I'm just going to bring them in close to the camera here, and then I use them for different times of the year. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take a little bit of buck urine. Not dominant buck or anything like that, just regular buck urine. This is made by Pure Whitetail, and I'm going to drip it in the scrape. Just a little bit of it. I think a key to dripping the buck urine is not just putting it in the scrape, letting it drip. So like when I go to the bathroom, when I go to a urinal and I pee, I shake it to get rid of the drip. A deer does the same thing. So I'm going to assume that maybe this deer walked that way after he peed in the scrape. And then maybe he dripped a couple more times as he walked. That's just my take on it. I think that to make it as realistic as I think. So I put a little buck urine there, and now I'm going to dress up this licking branch. Put this in here, and I have a couple things that I'm going to use. I find that if you can use multiple brands in your scrape at the same time, I think it creates the illusion that multiple deer are visiting it. I think if you use the same, I just assume that this, whatever this one is, this is the forehead gland lure, I just assume that this came from one deer. So that's a scent from one deer. If you have multiple jars of it, or like I use Pure Whitetail, I use Code Red, and I use Smokies. So I'll use it all on the same scrape, trying to create the illusion that multiple deer have visited this area. So I have got a couple things here. I'm just going to show you what I got. I've got a doe preorbital, interdigital, and a buck preorbital, and some forehead gland. All of it's going to go on the top, except for the interdigital I'm going to put in the bottom. And all I do is just a couple little things of it. So this is the forehead gland. Comes in a dropper right here. Try to drop it right on the leaves. Try not to get it in the scrape below. A couple drops is all you need. The deer's going to smell it regardless if they visit it or not. This is the interdigital. I'm going to put that right down here. A couple drops. And then this is the buck preorbital. Comes from their eye glands. Touch it. And then I've got one more, I think. And then this is doe preorbital, hoping that, because the rut is right around the corner, probably in a couple weeks they'll start to go into rut. And then a couple drops of the doe. And that's basically it. I have a camera on it. back there. I'm going to put the camera on it and see if anything visits it. At the very least, I'll get data of what may or may not be coming by this area. But that's all I really have for you. Sub the channel, and I'll talk to you guys later. Be well.